I hope that everyone that is able to come today, and thank you for showing up, that you notice one thing, and I'm just going to give you a moment because I might have to move this slightly into a different place. I realized that I realized that this half of my face in the room is quite bright, but the difference should be that you're seeing a much brighter, whiter light today. I'm so excited about that. Hey, Jen, you're the first one in. Cheers. Hi, Elisa. Oh, Kendra, you made it. Okay, let me bring this up just a tad so you guys can see it. The Facebook group is changing so fast that I am not keeping up with what these member counts look like. Let's see. We now have 691 members. I should use a little marker and put that on here. 691 members over at Quality Crafts. That's fantastic. And the thing about that is, hello. Yay! So, let me get my thoughts together. Kendra, who is Crazy Crafter, she just said that I look great. Now, she's not talking about my, fantastic looks. She's talking about my light. We're on Skype talking about my light, how to make it whiter and brighter and not so yellow. And that was the thing I was mentioning in the beginning when we first came on. Yay, Deanna, hello. Hi, Deborah and Pat and Linda. So it should be noticeably whiter and brighter in here, I hope. Went out and bought the most fantastic light bulbs at Target. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, I want to know what kind they are. These are my favorite. I bought 2 different kinds, but these are literally my favorite right now. I'm going to show up this way. It's a lot easier to see. They're called an LED bright stick, and they literally look like this. They're a really strange looking light bulb. But they're a daylight bulb, and they have a brightness of 1520. Yay! Kay says they look brighter. That's awesome. Oh, thanks, Pat. She says, cheers back with a regular Coke. I wish I could go back to regular soda, but if I did, I would be a balloon. I have no self-control. When it comes to soda, I have no self-control at all, even though I drink diet. It's my happy, so I don't smoke, and I don't drink coffee, but I gotta have my diet Mountain Dew. Yay, Racing Craft says it's much brighter today. Looks great. Hopefully the yellow is gone. And today, I remembered quite a bit. You're going to be so impressed. If you haven't looked at the title yet, it's called Everything Glitter. I feel like I'm not quite all in frame here. How to use glitter products in your crafting. I hate when my hair and my head gets underneath that camera. I'm going to try to pay attention to that. Hi, Tiana and Lori. Who else have I missed? Oh, Corinne from the UK. Hello. I wouldn't have recognized you with the YouTube name. Darn it, we all have to have 2 names and I get confused. So welcome to the Jen Evers channel. It sounds so egotistical, but YouTube has kind of changed. I just went straight with my name because I didn't know where this was going to go off to, but I guess they've been really restricting people's creativeness in their names. Or is that just on Facebook? I forget which one. But anyway, it's the Jen Evers channel. I'm Jen Evers. And the reason why I say, hey, crafters, it's me, Jen Evers, from Quality Crafts, is because that's where my Quality Craft family, you guys who enjoy the content on my videos, come over to Facebook and join us in another more informal way that we can actually communicate back and forth. You can show me what you're working on, I can show you what I'm working on, and then I have a whole bunch of fun stuff that you guys can participate in. And I'm super excited about it because we just collabed with Bluebell Stamps. If you have never heard of them, Bluebell Digis, you so need to go over and check her out. All you have to do is go to Quality Crafts. Bluebell Stamps is all over the whole feed right now because she's starting what's called a progressive challenge. Now, if you got in, the cutoff's already been cut off. So if you didn't get in to sign up for the newsletter and receive the email today, they're 6 hours ahead of us. So keep that in mind. Then you missed out. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. But you get a free digi for the month of January. You have the whole month to do something with it. I would love it if you would post it on our group in the album, but you must post it in her group in her album, because if you do, so you color it, you make a card or a project with it, you post it in her album on her group, and then next month in February you get the next digi for free. As long as you participate in it, to get where I'm going with this progressively, you keep getting digis for free. Now, if you drop out or you miss this time in, at the very next month, so February, if you didn't get in now, you can get in for half price. It'll be $1.50 because the digi was $3. If you don't get in on the next month, if you don't get in until March, then it's going to be full price. The digi was $3. That's just your buy-in price. So you buy that digi for $3, and then as long as you play along, you get the next month and the next month for free. So it's really awesome. It's something new that we started there. And while I'm saying that, I need to mention, I made a list of things to mention. Oh, and I didn't mention that on there. So Friday the 13th, I'm not at all like a suspicious kind of person or a, what do you call that? You know, the black cat in the ladder and thing and all that kind of stuff. Friday the 13th, I'm going to take that digi. Do I have that card laying around here so I could quickly show you? And I'm going to show you how to color it. So once a month, in the middle of the month, I'll be doing an extra coloring series using the Bluebell stamp for that specific challenge. So it's all going to kind of meld together and work out. And I know some of you guys are like, get on with the glitter. Too much yakky. Really apologize for that, but there's some things we just got to get out. This is January's image. Oh, let me do it this way. This is the image for January. And she looks angry and it's called I Must Protest. And this is empty. You have to add your own sentiment. And mine says, take a picture, it'll last longer. Superstitious. Thank you, Kathy. I get on this camera and it's like my brain shuts off. So that was my entry. I would love to see, there were so many people that took part of this. If you're doing the Bluebell Challenge, please go to Quality Crafts and put your name in the sign-up file so that I know you're following along. And then post all of your finished products, your picture of your card that you've done, in our album. Because she's not giving away monthly prizes. She's giving away monthly virtual trophies, and then she's doing like a 6-month prize giveaway. But I'm going to do a monthly prize giveaway for everybody in Quality Crafts who joins in. So there'll be one random winner every month for that as well. Yay! That's super fun. All right. I don't know what else I missed in saying that whole to-do, but we need to move on with the fun. The first thing we're going to do, and we're going to be doing all sorts of different glittery things, is taking your any kind of pattern paper and making it that much better. This was, and I stuck it up here. You can get stickles and all kinds of stuff, but this one happens to be called Stardust. Come on. Well, you know, I thought I had this camera down, but we have our days, don't we? This one is Stardust Stickles. There you can see it. Picky dude. There's a bunch of other ones. Let me just stand up here and grab. I think I have 2 more. They come in packs of 3. And I got Stardust, Diamond, and Crystal. Now, while I'm on the subject of stickles, these colors look really similar in the jars. You can kind of see a different color sheen to the one in the middle, and they all look slightly different. But I'm going to show you a couple of dots that I created with mine so that I could tell how I wanted it to turn out when I used it on my projects. So here is how Crystal, Diamond, and Stardust look on white paper. Okay, if you look at the crystal on the white, it almost takes on more of a pinky hue. You see that? So if you're wanting more of a pink hue, you would pick crystal for white. The diamond is almost like a, I would say like a kaleidoscope. What do you call, like if you're going to put something, you just want it to be shiny, but you want it to maintain its color. That's what I use diamond for. And then there's Stardust. And Stardust, yeah, I shouldn't have said kaleidoscope for that one. Stardust picks up more of a rainbow of colors. I hope that's really picking up well for you. So Crystal is sort of pink on white. Diamond is somewhere in the middle. You can put it on, you know, keep your color. And then Stardust picks up a rainbow of colors. Yes, Deanna, stickles make every card better. All right, that's on white. I also did a couple of swatches on black because these things look really interesting on black. They're falling behind my typewriter, and I've got kitty hair back there, apparently a few strands. But look at the difference on black. I should probably have put them in the same order. Oh my gosh, they look so cool. Let me get this straightened out for you. Okay, look at that. Look at the difference of that. These are all dried, but mind you, just so you know. So if you're going to use crystal on black, you're going to get a very green tone. Do you see that? Yes. That is a true, really true color. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I switched those light bulbs out today. If you use diamond on it, you're going to get more of a gold tone. And if you use Stardust on black, it's almost the same as the white. You're going to pick up a rainbow of colors. Kelly Lee says, also another tip, liquid pearls with glitter sprinkled on top adds dimension to the glitter. So if you've got liquid pearls, I'm pretty sure I do. So this is what a liquid pearl, well, I'm losing my seat. Ooh! This is a liquid pearl. This is what she's talking about. And we didn't plan that together. I just happen to have some, so I'm really glad because that helps people out. I'm a visual learner. I don't know about you, but I do better when I see things than when somebody just tells me about them. See, and now this is, I guess that's as good as we're going to get. Liquid pearls. This one's called mint green, but I've got a bunch of other colors up there. But I really, really love these. So let me set these aside, and I'm going to show you really quickly how I made this, even though it's super, super obvious. This is one of the techniques where all you do is you put together your card. You think I could remember everything, but it's amazingly involved with planning one of these things. I thought I did really well today. I even made a list. Ooh, it's getting warm in here. Make sure my card's going the right way. And all I'm going to do is show you that exact same example in a quickie version here. This is really fun paper, but wouldn't it be fun, more fun, if it was glitterized? And since it doesn't come with glitter on it, and I used, like I told you before, I used Stardust on this one. Okay, because that was the one that was the most neutral, the one that picks up all of the different colors. So I'm going to use Stardust on this one again. And put those two up for now. And all I do is squeeze a good amount out. And I keep them upside down too, so I don't have to wait a real long time for these to come out. Take a generous amount and spread it out. And you do sometimes have to tilt. If you're using stickles, tilt them and make sure that you're seeing that on the whole thing. You'll be able to tell when there's a hole or a space or part that wasn't covered. And you just use that fine tip to smear it around and fill that whole thing in, and then tilt it and see where you missed and just add some more. Now if you've got pattern paper with flowers on it, you could... Thanks, Ginger. She said the light looks great. I got some really awesome light bulbs. I'm super excited. When I put them in, I was like, whoa. It's like super light in here. I love it. I cannot get enough light. I just love light. Okay. So there you have it. That's it. So if you've got a pattern that's got flowers on it or dots on it or whatever, you can make your own glittered paper by using a bottle of stickles. And the bottle of stickles goes a long, long way. It looks small, but it goes for days, weeks, months, years, depends on how much you use it. So that is one of my most favorite ways of using stickles. That is a type of glitter. So if you're the type of person that doesn't like the fine glitter, like these, floating around your craft room, I'll go up this way too, okay? Then using stickles is a perfect way for you to not get glitter, to get the glitter effect but not have it all over your room. However, people who use stickles have to have space to put things to let dry, and some of us don't like to wait for things to dry so much. So the next thing we're going to do oh, one tip I wanted to mention on that. If you don't have time to let that dry and you want a quicker way, then what you're going to want to do is use embossing powders. This is also glittery. This one is called holographic. So it's kind of like the Stardust in the fact that it picks up all kinds of different colors, a whole rainbow of colors. And if you have embossing tools like the heat gun and this and the Versamark, you can do your glittering and get it all on there, and it's instant. You don't have to wait for it to dry because the heat gun sets it. And that's another good way of not spreading your glitter all over town. Now the second thing we're going to do is using glitter with this kind of an adhesive. It's a Xyron Create a Sticker, and they come in all kinds of different shapes and sizes, I'm pretty sure. This is an old one. It's very small. The space to put things into it is only that big. And that is literally... the hole is not... it's about 1.5 inches wide. That's it. So I'm going to show you one with this one. I've got a couple ready. Here are the different things that, I don't know, people like to see things beforehand. I'm not sure, but some do. So here's what, this one's still, you can still feel the sticky on that one. It's getting all over. Here are the 3 things I'm going to show you that we do with this. Now, the first 2, we're going to use actual glitter and the Xyron sticker maker, okay? The second one, we're going to use the same, these are all exactly the same color paper, if you can believe it. The same color purple paper. This one was the holographic powder, embossing powder. So do you see the difference between what you can create with that? This one, we decided, some people on Skype got a little sneak peek. This one looks very sugar coated. If you wanted to do like something in Christmas, like a gingerbread house or something, and you wanted to make gumdrops, that would be the perfect glitter for you to do gumdrops with. And that glitter is this. So let me just show you a few of these products. It says Carrara Marble. I had problems with this last night too. Let me see if I can just hold it. There we go. It looks very sugary, I think. Then this next one, this is a very fine glitter right here in the middle. And that is a Recollections glitter. It's extra fine glitter. And this one is called Snow. It's not quite as iridescent, and it doesn't pick up colors like the Stardust Stickles do. It's more of a flat, but it's a lot shinier than this one. And then the last one, of course, speaks for itself. It's amazing. It's holographic embossing powder, and it just shines like crazy. So I'm going to do those three with you now, and I've got the butterflies all ready to go. So like I said, the 2 butterflies. If you've never seen a Xyron, I'm going to see if I can show you how this works. So you slide it in there, and then you pull it out the end here. As you pull, that piece disappears. Do you see that? And as that piece disappears, then you can add another one. And then you continue to pull out the bottom. Now you can see that other one coming out until you hit the edge of the last one, and then you use that to tear it off. There's a serrated edge right there. Excuse me. I must have tossed away my bone folder, and I need that for this part. I did a bunch of cleaning last night to make sure that I had space for everything. Unfortunately, I put away some key things that I needed. So all you do then is you just give this a burnish over the top, because you want that sticker part. There's no sticker on top of here. The sticker is underneath. So you want to make sure that you're making all that sticky stuff stick to the top plastic piece, and I'll show you what I mean. Because when you peel this off, hi, Susan. The sticker is all going up here. So if there's nothing in the way, do you see that? The sticker is all going to stay on the plastic piece. You can see where the 2 butterflies picked up the sticky. And then this piece you throw in the garbage. And then when you're ready to use your stickers, you just peel them off, because the sticky is on the back. There you can see the sticker on the back. So what I do with it then, I think I'm going to use this old one from one of our last things. And these pillows are really causing me to shift a lot. I'm going to bring this in a tad for you so you can see it better. So here it is. It's got sticky all over it. That's as close as I can get. We're going to do that one that looks like sugar coating. That's the Carrera. It's by Martha Stewart. Carrera Marble. Do not ask me. I just sprinkle it until it's kind of covered, and then I burnish it in with my finger. This is the part where some people just stay away from it because they don't want this glitter everywhere. But I try to keep it contained to the paper. You can tap it off, but there you have it. And that's all there is to it. You just burnish it on, and then that's it. So I'll set that one to the side. And because I didn't use a lot of this, I've been using this for years, and the thing is still full. I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to shake the rest of the excess glitter and flick. Do you hear me flick? Flick, flick, flick. And look at that. There's hardly any glitter left on there, so I'm not going to have a huge mess. And we're going to go ahead and do the next butterfly. So here's the next butterfly. Let's peel it off. Put that one down. And now we're going to do the Recollections, which was the extra fine glitter in Snow. So unlike the Star, what did I say? Stardust Stickles, this is a very flat white. It's not a very iridescent white. It's very flat. One side opens up the whole thing, and the other side is like a salt shaker. And I'm just going to use the salt shaker and shake it until it looks pretty well covered. And then I'm going to burnish it in with my finger. And then you get that nice shiny look. This one would be perfect for snow. All right, and speaking of snow, there's a couple of other glittery ways that you can get snow. One of them is, get my hands on it. One of them is to actually literally go out and buy this stuff that is, it's called artificial snowflakes, but it's very glittery. So this is what I would consider to be a chunky glitter, but that would be perfect for snow. That other one I just showed you would be perfect for snow, and so would these, which I've shown before, magic scraps. This is very iridescent, like the star. Why do I keep forgetting that? Stardust. But that would make a perfect snow as well. It's like more of a chunky glitter. More like, magic scraps is more like you took one of those Mylar balloons that you get for your birthday and you chop it all up into little bitty pieces. It turns into glitter. A chunky glitter. I flicked it into the garbage. Yep, I'm not flicking it back into the bottle. I'm just flicking that into the garbage because if you see how much glitter is in here, and I hardly used 1/1,000,000th of it, and I've had this glitter for 20 years. I mean, it's just, don't worry about saving all your glitter because this is a much cleaner way to do it in my opinion. So the next one we're going to do, and I'm going to show you a really cool tip to this, which a lot of you heavy crafters are going to totally already know. But it's a really fun one. I'm going to bring this in a little bit. This is the one that we're going to do. It's the last one of the butterflies, and it's the one that we did embossing powder with. So I'm going to smash this in here with my finger. And then I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper that I would normally either cut down or throw out. And I put a little piece of ATG tape. Oh, I'm sorry, I got a little too close. ATG tape right here on that corner. Because that's what I'm going to smash onto the butterfly in the back. I'm going to scoot this over. Smash it onto the back of the butterfly and lift it up. It sticks to that. But not permanently, of course. But that is so that I don't have to put the tweezers on it. Do you remember? If you follow along with me a lot, you've seen me do one where you hold it with the tweezers to emboss it. And what happens to the part where the tweezers touched it is it doesn't get embossed. So we're going to just take that little butterfly and we're going to dip it right into the holographic embossing powder. I'm going to use my bone folder here to just flick a little bit onto the top of there, and then I'm going to kick it off a little bit on the side here. I'm tapping. I'm not flicking because I don't want it all to fall off. I just want the loose stuff to fall off. So then I end up with something like that. I have a little hair on mine, so I'm just going to pull that off if I can. All right, and then most of the embossing powder stayed right in the jar, and there's very, very few little flakes there that I'm just going to wipe off, but you can hardly tell. And now for those of you with sensitive ears, Jen Marker. I like to tease her because she thinks it's funny that I warn you. But I'm warning you that I'm turning this on because it'll get loud and then I believe it'll sound cancel out and get softer for you. We're going to watch the magic of this happen. This is one of my favorite things. The end. So as soon as you saw all that melt, you should stop. If you continue to melt it, it will melt right into the paper and you will not have that gorgeous shine anymore. So this is what we're left with. I'm just going to bend up the wings just a slight bit so you can see all the glitter. Look at that. So pretty. And then you could put a couple of diamonds down the middle. Let's do that. I'm pretty sure there's some close by. And I'm going to take my Quicker Picker Poker Upper tool. Wow, it went and so quick and then it disappeared. which on one end helps you separate the gems, and on the other end is sticky and helps you pick them up. I'm going to use the end that helps you separate them, and I'm just going to separate out 3 of these tiny little gems by just pulling one off, getting rid of the little piece of dusty hair I have there. And then I'm going to use the edge of that to pick these up. These are really old, and they've gotten a lot of dirt and fuzz on them over the years. Just give me a second here. Okay, so when you get it on the tool like that, that's when you can just go and find out exactly where you want it to go. Put it down, and then I just use my finger and press it down on there. Oop, I locked up there for a second. If for any reason we lose our live stream today or any other day, assume that I had technical difficulties and I'll always come right back to you. So that's a fun little guy. The next technique is totally cool. It's something really new to me. So if you've never done it before, it's going to blow your mind. You're going to be super excited about it. It's a really fun way to add glitter to your stamping. Now this is called, who knows what it's called. We're calling it the double glitter emboss. So let me do it this way. Yeah. So this is what it's going to turn out looking like. This one is embossed in black, and it's glitter dusted in gold. All right, and I've got one more example of that before I show you how we do it and we try it out. This one was embossed in blue. I'm going to grab the container because somebody's going to want to know what color it is. Sapphire. Here we go. It's a Recollections embossing powder called Sapphire. You know what? I think I have to relearn this because now there's so much light in the room that the camera's reacting differently than it used to with that yellow light. And then all I did was I used my Aleene's tacky glue in my little bottle, the one that everyone asks me about all the time, the fine tip. I put the fine tip glue inside all of the little ovals there, and then I just shook on some purple glitter and let it sit until it dried. So these are the 2 that we're going to do today. If you have any decisions right now that you want to try something different than the 2 that I just showed you, I'm going to pause here for a moment and let you guys leave me comments if you have any other combinations that you want to try other than the 2 I showed you. I'm going to get a drink of water, and I think I'm probably going to take this sweater off because it's hot in here. Oh, great question, Donna. The stamps came from this set. It's very different, very whimsical. It's this big one right here. And it's from Inkadinkadoo. Inkadinkadoo is right there. Oh, I thought for a minute there it was going to actually cooperate with me. Inkadinkadoo, but let me flip it over and show you the name. And check out the price. Huh. Marshall sold it for $1.49, but right above it is the name. If you look right here. Oh, see, because I moved it. Now it went away. It's called Gemstones Insects. I'm also watching. Thank you, Deanna. See, she had it already. So if you want the number, it's 98846. And that shows in the top here as well. Maybe it's the plastic. I don't know. 98846 if you want it. Yeah, I don't know if somebody sent this to me or if I was lucky enough to find it at Marshall's for that. I don't recall. I've had those for a long time. I may have even bought those from, maybe not. But if you're looking for really great deals on really fun stamps, Kathy Dunning, he has a Crafty Corner, KK. They both start with K, Crafty Corner. And Diane McMullen, I think she's in here today, also has all kinds of stuff. The difference is, I guess there's not a real big difference, but Kathy Dunahee, she has a lot of individuals that give her things and she does a resale. And Diane does the same thing, but she has gotten it from like stores that have closed down. So they both have different unique things. You want to check them both out for stuff. I have not seen anybody say what other colors, so I'm going to stick with these colors because I think then we'll be able to get done with everything and we'll be able to see it all done today, and we won't go over time. I already have that butterfly on the block and I'm going, oops, not the black. I'm using Versamark. My apologies. Versamark because we want to emboss it in black. So we're using the black powder. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this. I pick mine up like this and I push in the center because this table is not 100% flat and it will miss the middle if I don't do this. If you have problems with yours, I suggest putting it up, face up, ink it up this way, and then put your paper down on top and then rub it. Just make sure that it's not moving because you'll get a double image done and you won't be happy. So like I said, we're doing black. I have a little static cling going on here. Oops, so I'm just going to grab my brush. You can use your embossing buddy for this too, so you don't get all this extra stuff. But I'm not really that concerned about mine. So that's how it looks, and we're going to watch the magic of embossing happen again. I'm going to turn the heat gun on. What I do at the end is I tilt it in the light to see that it shines in all areas. If there's an area that's not shiny, that means I missed a spot. And then I go back. Now, this is the one that we're doing that had the gold glitter on it. Recall this one? That's the look we're going for. So we're going to Versamark this up again. Ginger, ooh, ah. We're going to Versamark this up again, and we're going to try to line it up. You're going to probably see my hairy head sneaking in here. Line it up as best you can. And restamp. And then lift it up. Now here's the trick, and I'm going to try to show you all this right on camera. I'm going to bring back in that piece of scratch paper, and I'm going to use this extra fine glitter in champagne. It's called champagne. I really feel like it's more of a gold. But I'm going to open up the salt and pepper side. Oh yeah, see, my head got right in there. I see my hair. I keep mine open so that I can watch the chat, so I see myself like 5 seconds after I've already done something. There's Versamark on here, so this is going to stick everywhere that Versamark is. So if you only want it on the edges like I did, you tilt your picture and you sprinkle your glitter on like this. And then you turn it around and you tilt and you sprinkle on the edge like this. Now I've got all kinds of glitter that fell on this sheet. But look at this jar. It has not been touched. I'm not saving that glitter. I'm not going to make that kind of a mess. I'm going to take this piece of paper, put it deep down in my garbage can, and give it a flick. And there it is. All the glitter's gone. It's in the garbage can and not on the floor, in my hair, on my pets, or near my husband. And then all we're going to do is reheat this, because what that's going to do is it's going to reconstitute like the embossing powder. It's going to make it wet for just another second. So you're not going to want to do this long because you don't want it to melt into the paper, but just long enough for it to grab onto that glitter so it stays there and gets locked in. Simonaya, welcome! She made it! Now, the only way that I can describe this, if you couldn't see that really well, is that as the heat hits it, the glitter, let me get my hand out in front of my face. What am I doing? The glitter looks like it's moving. It like shines. It's like it's turning on. It just goes bling, 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 bling. I can't explain it any better than that. But that's how I know that it's in there. So when I rub on it, a little bit of glitter might come off if I put too much on. If you're afraid of that, then flick it in the garbage again. I'm going to show you that in case some of you guys don't get what I'm doing. You can take a brush to it. Do you think you got too much glitter? This one's really a stiff brush. It's all got stuff stuck on it. If you're worried about that coming off. And then put it over your garbage can and flick it like this. The glitter will fall on here, which I don't see very much. Very little. And then I'm going to flick that back in the garbage. But that's an easy way of doing that so that you know that it's not going to get all over the place. Okay, what do we have for time? 20 minutes. Okay. This one is done the same way. I'm going to do this one really fast. Because there's two more things that I really want to get to. I want to introduce to you today a gal that draws her own digis and gives them away for free. Her name is Kendra Ray. And she has a Facebook. What did I put on here? So you look her up under Crazy Crafter. Can somebody type that in for me? I think she's in here today. It's C-A, capital R, E-A-Z-Y. Crazy, it looks like. Crazy Crafter. So after I do this one, I'm going to show you one of her digis that she's giving away, and I believe it comes out on Friday, so I hope she corrects me if I'm wrong. I think she said Friday. She so graciously gave it to me ahead of time so that I could use it to show you how you can use glitter to enhance your colored images. So this one I don't have a container for, and I like to save my embossing powder, so this is how I do it. And then I flick the rest in the garbage. Because I have so many embossing powders, I can't possibly have a container for every single one. So we're going to heat set that one, and then I'm going to show you how I got that purple glitter on his wings. Now you can do the same other technique that we did with the black one with this one too, but we're going to do something slightly different. Cheers, guys. So thank you very much, Kendra, for letting me use your image. We're going to get to that in just a moment. I am going to sneak you in here so you can see just how this is done. I totally love the fact that this camera can zoom because it's amazing. I'm just going to squeeze this. I hope you can tell that it's coming out. And I'm going to fill in that white spot right down to the tip. So it starts out fat and I rub it around and then I just drag it until it hits the tip. And if you miss a spot or you don't get it perfect, go back in, use the tip to like fix it. You might want to, like that one was like really, really big. I'm just going to leave it. You can wipe it off with your finger and retry. You can practice doing this on a piece of scratch paper until you get the idea of how much pressure it takes to get your glue out. And then I'm going to bring back in my scrap paper and I'm going to pull out some more glitter, the one that everyone's afraid of. This one's called Purple Spinel. I think that's how you say it. Spinel. Come on, camera. Cut a girl some slack here. You stinker. Otherwise, then I have to go and I have to explain to everybody how to spell it. I don't want to. No, it's not going to work. What a turd. Anyway, let's just do it. We're running out of time. I really want to get to that other thing. This one is like a little salt shaker too. And I'm just going to shake this until it covers all that glue. And then I'm going to shake the paper. I'm going to give it a tap so that it kind of goes around and covers everything. And then I'm going to tap it off. Now here's the thing. Beforehand, do you see how it looks like that purple's all over the place? If you want that to stay there, you can heat set it, but it might make your glue bubble. But the reason why my other blue one didn't look that messy is because after the glue dries, you can tap that off. You can take a soft brush after the glue dries and you can brush off all the stuff that's statically sticking to the glue and it'll turn out just like this one. Or before you add the glue, you could have gone in with your embossing buddy, which I didn't do. An embossing buddy looks like this, or you can put some baby powder or some talc powder in a little thing and sew it shut, and the powder just comes out of it. See the powder on my hand? And then you just rub it around. And that gets rid of the static so that it doesn't stick. But I'm not going to worry about that. Again, I have so much glitter in this tube, I am not saving that little tiny bit. I'm flicking it into the garbage. Now, because of time, I've gone ahead and colored her already. I'm going to back up here. I'm going to cap off my glue because I don't want that to go shut. And back out. I'm really got you rammed in there. Okay. This is the image when it's not colored that Kendra Ray is giving away. And her shirt just cracks me up. It says, Namaste in bed. And she's got a facial on, and her hair is in a towel, and she's got a little mug here and a little mirror here. She's got little succulent plants on her pajama bottoms, and then she's got these cute little slippers. So here is my version of her image all colored up. She's got one of those green facial masks on with a white towel, a yellow, and then some blue jammies and pink. Now with this one I want to introduce a couple of different things. And I'm going to bring you back in. I haven't seen a lot of capital letters going through the random chat there, so I haven't been answering a lot of questions. I hope I'm not missing stuff. Oh, if you're looking for glitter and you want to get it cheaper, they sell, because you do not need this much glitter. There's so much glitter here. You don't need that much. They sell a little package of it with a little teeny tiny pack of like 5, 6, 10 colors at the Dollar Tree. Go there first. Or ask somebody that you know that lives near you to give you like 1/10 of their glitter, because it'll last you forever. Now here are some fun techniques that I'm going to show you to add more glitter and to use it on your colored images. The first thing I did, and this is where I really need this camera to cooperate with me, is if I gotta stop breathing. There it is. Do you see her little gold earrings? Nope, because if I tilt it, then it's gonna go away. Her earrings are gold and they shine. You can't tell that well from that because I used these markers. This one's gold, this one's clear just like Wink of Stella, which I no longer have. I gave to someone else because it frustrated me. Every time I would squeeze or try to color, I get too much Wink of Stella out, so I gave it to a friend. And this one is silver. Gold, silver, and clear. This is what it says on the end of them. I don't know what they're really called. It says, "At you, Spica." I don't know what that means. Twinkling like the stars. Clear is 0, gold is 11, and silver is 12. Okay. Now, if you look at the mirror really closely, if it'll let us look at the mirror, that one is colored with the silver. It is just not my friend today. Oh, I saw some shine, did you? Oh, look at the shine. It's a shiny mirror. Okay. Anyway, so that's another way to get glitter on your projects. Buy your Wink of Stella if that's your thing of choice. Super easy to use. It's not messy. It's not going to rub off on anything. And then for, where is my, hold on a second. For the little pink slippers, I'm just going to go back to my glitter, my Stickles glitter in Stardust, because I want it to pick that up. And I'm going to glitter just her little slippers. Now, usually picking just a couple of spots on an image that you've colored and not going crazy and stickling up the whole darn image, less is more. So there we've got some shiny little slippers. And then I'm going to move up and I'm going to make her little succulent on her t-shirt shiny. Okay, and then just for fun, for giggles, I'm going to make her face shiny where she put her mask on. So I think that would be really cute. I'm trying to avoid her eyes because I don't want those to look all glittery. I want them to kind of, sneak out from behind. And that way the whole darn thing isn't glittery, but certain strategic parts are. So if I move the card around, you can see the parts that are glittering. And that way you can use one glitter and you've got color underneath, so you can pretty much color anything you want and make it the color you want to glitter. Without using, a bunch of tubes of this in a rainbow of glitter, that's an easy way to do it. Color it what color you want using markers, color pencils, whatever you have, and then use Stickles or something like this holographic powder. And you'll get the look that you desire in, half the time. Or if you use Stickles, you'll have to wait, but you won't have as much of the mess. So isn't she super cute? Oh, I was going to use crystal Stickles on there because they're pinker. Anyways, I used Stardust because I forgot. I got carried away. But she's adorable. And, okay, so Mayuki said, "Jen, that's a cute image. Who made that?" I'm going to tell you again who made this. Her name is Kendra Ray. And she is the Crazy Crafter. And you can find her on Facebook and on YouTube. And I believe it's her Facebook page where you can get her images for free when she gives them away. I think this one's coming out on Friday. Yep, she said the image will be on her Facebook on Friday. So you can get this image if you want her. So cute. Okay, so let me move that one out of the way. And the last thing I want to show you, which I'm not going to spend the entire time cutting and actually doing the technique, but it was on the photo for the reminder, and it's this You Rock card. And what this is, actually, do we have like 5 minutes? Yeah. All this is a piece of cardstock. This is the last one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try to use this, although I don't have real good luck with it, I'll be honest. You're supposed to be able to swivel and cut out whatever you want with it, but it's really never worked that well for me. I'm just going to use this to cut out a shape. Okay, there's a shape, right? And let's say I have a bunch of sprays on top of this one, and you can spray it if you want. I'm not going to spray mine today because we're not talking sprays, we're talking glitter. But this hole here, I have some Ready Post tape here. It's just some clear plain tape. I'm going to make it this a little bit bigger than what that is. And on the back, I'm going to tape it off. If you do this on your sticky mat, then you'll be able to peel it back up. It won't stick to your sticky mat. And then you just decide whatever kind of color you want to put in there. So I'm just going to pick this. This one's called Amethyst. It's also a Martha Stewart color. And a salt shaker kind. And I'm just going to pour some glitter in there. This is one of the messier ones, but it's super fun. And you just burnish it with your finger until it sticks all in there on that tape. And that's how I got I need to back you out. Back it up. Back it up. All right. And I'm going to obviously flick this one in the garbage because I don't want that glitter all over the place. But this pretty much stays where it's at. Not much comes off. And then I'm going to flick it. And I'm going to use my brush too. All right, let me bring this in so you know what I'm doing. I'm going to just using this brush to get the glitter to come off. It's really staticky in here. I'm going to use my big brush. These brushes are really, really nice too. These big ones. That totally worked. I got all the glitter off. Now I'm just going to knock that in my garbage and put it back where it was. And we end up with a glittery whatever you want to make it. If you want to do hearts for Valentine's, if you want to do words like I did, you can cut whatever you want. I'm going to flip this off. And then I put the silver on a black background so it would pop more instead of a white background. So it just depends on what you want to put behind it. So if I put that with a black behind it, you can still see the pink real well. If we put it with a white behind it, let's see if it changes the look. Not too much. But there is a difference. Do you see the difference in what color that is versus if you have it on a white background? It's a little bit lighter of a look. So cutting out your own and putting tape on the back and glittering it in, that's another way to do it. Someone else, before I even started my stream, said that I should mention that another tip is once you get that glitter all scattered around, you can take tape like this or smaller tape, whatever you have, Scotch tape, and literally put it down on the tape, like on the mat like this. And I have cats, so sometimes cat fur would get in mine, so I don't do it. But if you don't have pets or you don't have that problem, put it down on the mat and pick up all the glitter with your tape, and then you've got some fun glitter tape that you can put on a project. I can't remember who said that. It may have been Christy Wickham Essen. I think I got her name right. But yeah, that'd be really cool too. I just don't have time to do it all, guys. So Tracy says, Jen, I have another glitter technique you can try, and it's easy too. Super. PM me if you've got other ideas and things that you want me to see and do another one. Oh, don't forget the lint roller. The lint roller was Jody Sutherland's idea. If you want to pick up things easily, get a lint roller and just roll it across your mat, and it will pick that stuff up. Simonitis says, what I sometimes do is spray it with a cheap clear varnish, and that way it doesn't come off. Nice. I am in Central Standard Time Zone. CST, Tenzert. All right, guys, we are at 3 p.m. We've covered everything on my list. The only thing I did not have time to say anything about is, number one, if you like my content, please give me the thumbs up on my videos. That would be super awesome. That lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the content and that you are getting a benefit from it. And then I have just put out last night my 5,000 subscriber video. I know for shame. I really wanted to get it out before the holidays, but it didn't work out. It's out now. So if you just go over there, if you're already a subscriber, just leave a comment. If you're not, just subscribe and leave a comment, and you're in for the drawing for that prize. If you want to know what the prize is, go over to the video and watch it. It's all laid out for you. There aren't any real big rules. You don't have to send me anything. You don't have to make anything. And then the last thing about that is that if you do still do video responses, if you are also a YouTuber and you do a video response saying, hey, go on over to Jen's channel, she's having a giveaway, that brings me more subscribers. And then I can touch more people with all these crafty, fun things that we do. And they can get in on the prize drawing as well. So thank you everyone who showed up today. We hit, I think, 48. I can't remember, maybe the last one I saw, the highest one was 48 watchers today, which is fantastic for a Sunday afternoon. I know you guys are busy, so I appreciate every single one of you who took time to be here today, and I can't wait to see you guys next video. Bye-bye.